Ontario is adding new curriculum for grade 10 students on mental health literacy and more resources for those in grades 7 and 8. Education Minister Stephen Lecce made the announcement in Burlington today alongside a local MPP who's been advocating for change. Jason Gaidola has more.
Grades, graduation, and a social life are on the minds of high school students. Today, the Ontario government is now mandating mental health learning for 10th graders to ease the pressure of it all.
I'm way more stressed out now in grade 11, and especially I know the grade 12s are so stressed out. So I think if they're going to do something, I think they should do it when we're in grade 11 or 12.
The mission is to create a personal toolbox of skills that a young person could utilize in their life, in their jobs, and in the classroom.
This morning in Burlington, Education Minister Stephen Lecce announced the curriculum changes, adding the mandatory learning will be included in the grade 10 career course, as well as the physical education for grades 7 and 8.
We're going to be dedicating a professional development day on these mental health learning modules. We want teachers to be successful. They'll be available in grades 7 and 8 this September, but they will be mandatory next September for elementary and high school to give our educators a year of time to really embrace the new learning. We want to get this right.
The Ford government is also sinking an additional $26 million for support services. The Ontario government says it's looking for consistency when it comes to mental health services. They say the funding will further expand students' access to school-based professionals and services year-round. The province says tools will include stress management, identifying concerns, and knowing how to obtain help. Annie Kidder with People for Education says the move is a step in the right direction. But according to the research and advocacy group's recent report, 91% of school principals said they needed more help.
And there are huge issues in terms of staff support, principals raising real concerns about how things not being back to normal since the pandemic.
Burlington MPP Natalie Pierre says she's been calling for change ever since her 17-year-old son took his own life 6 years ago.
Anyone seeing him would have observed a normal, healthy teenager. But we know now that was not the case. I decided we needed to do something about that. We know teaching literacy is what our schools do best.
Jason Gaidola, CHCH News, Burlington.